when you look at when the Bengals were making the playoffs on a consistent basis, it was behind a stable offensive line. I'm not thinking in my mind, like, you know what? Yeah, the Bengals can draft Jamar Chase and do this, that, and the third. I'm thinking about what the organization is not going to do. They're not willing to go out there and throw, pay top dollar for a Trent Williams or whoever the top tier tackle might be. And the fact of the matter is, we all sitting on this show can say for a fact that Joe Burrow could take this team over the top. And I'm sure we all believe that, right? Well, he can't take the team over the top if he's lying on his back.
My man James Rapien called him out early on Twitter. What was this about, James? What was the call out for?
Oh, I don't know. Just making sure Malik's ready for what's about to happen. And it was a good argument.
And he isn't.
He's about to lose right now. I mean, we could talk about the Bengals sucking in the draft for years. How they passed on Tyler Lockett in round 2 a couple years ago, forgot to address that position, cost them after Marvin Jones left. I mean, they've been bad. The Ross pick was bad. I was the champion of that, right? And it's just because they got it wrong in the draft, I'm not letting the past impact the 2021 NFL draft. I don't care what they did in the past. It doesn't matter. Here's what I know. Jamar Chase is a better prospect than Penei Sewell, period. He should be higher on the Bengals board. I think he's going to have more of an impact in year 1 because Penei Sewell's probably going to play guard in year 1. And I can find a starting guard at 38. You can name about 10 of them. So there's going to be someone there in the second round that they can find. And that's really my argument. It's about value. If you take Chase at 5, you're still going to be able to do what we said was the minimum and what I said was the minimum when this offseason started for the Bengals. Make sure you can keep Joe Burrow upright. I get it. They didn't get Joe Tooney. They didn't get a Matt Filer, who they certainly should have gotten. They only brought in Reef, who I think is an upgrade at right tackle. We all agree there. But overall, the value in this draft, offensive line-wise, isn't 5. It isn't. If you pick Penei Sewell at 5, that is not maximizing the value because you're going to be passing on a better prospect. I promise you, you look at 38, there's going to be an offensive lineman that's probably near or at the top of your board, maybe multiple offensive linemen at the top of your board. And guess what? We know the Bengals love to trade back. They might be able to trade back from 38 to 44 and still get the offensive lineman they want. And by the way, they've done something that they're not going to be able to do otherwise, which is give Joe Burrow a wide receiver 1. Now he has a trio of all-stars to throw to, and that's what LSU did. That's how they went 15-0. He was throwing to all-stars at wide receiver. We saw it with Terrace Marshall today. He tested really well too, and that's what you should want to build in Cincinnati is give him this trio of high-end pass catchers that are going to make a difference and translate, whether it's on the road at Heinz Field, whether it's in Seattle or whatever the case may be. I get it. Offensive line matters. Absolutely. The value in this draft, though, is Chase, the top prospect on the board at 5, and the top offensive lineman in rounds 2, maybe round 3, maybe round 4. There's just more depth there. And it's going to make life on Joe Burrow easier. It's going to make life on Zach Taylor easier as we evaluate him. It's going to make the Bengals better. So it is about value. I don't give a damn that they got the Cordy Glenn trade wrong or that they did this or that. It doesn't matter. The past is irrelevant. What matters is what they do moving forward. If they get a wide receiver 1 and a starting offensive lineman at 38, they are much, much better than if they take Penei Sewell and then whoever else at 38. There's no doubt in my mind.
I'm Team Sewell. I want what's best for Joe Burrow. We need a fighter.
I'm Team Chase because I want to put some points on the board.